Okay, so this is a review of the Desmos graphing website along with the Desmos student and teacher activities. Desmos originally started as a graphing resource, like an online graphing calculator. I've used it for a long time. It's pretty good as far as its capabilities. You just type what you want, it understands what you mean, it can handle more complex functions, something like crazy like that, you know. What I like is it also has a slider, so that in a lot of situations you can just put in the slider and adjust your function as you need to. Then eventually a lot of people and a lot of students started to use this to make artwork, which is really cool and an amazing application of algebra. You know, they would have to program all these equations to graph some type of artwork, and that's how it kind of Desmos kind of blew up, and students would share their work and stuff like that. So then they started to create classroom activities, and if you look within any topic, there's a bunch of different activities and games, and the games are really great. I've used them in my classroom. It's very easy for the teacher to facilitate while the students all connect with each other. Different activities are better. Some activities are better for different things, but some you can create. Most of them you can create. Most of them you can share your work. They ask you questions as you go along, and the teacher can see all the work in real time. One particular one I wanted to highlight was this one called Marble Slides, which is similar to a game you'd probably see on the iPhone, where you'd have to create parabolas and get a ball to roll to hit these stars and collect those different stars. So if I create a class code, it pops up right here. I could show this to the students. The students would then go to student.desmos.com, enter the class code, and then they can join. It automatically brings them to the game. So let's see. Here's the goal: get all the stars, get to know the parabola, click launch. So this one's kind of like an intro to get you started to see that it's already done for you. You go to the next one. Notice that if I launch as is, it won't work. But if I change this to a negative, as we all know, that would flip the parabola upside down, and then we would be able to collect all the stars. And what I want to highlight about this and what makes it a collaborative activity, I mean, some of these activities you work in pairs. Some of them you show each other's work as you go along. But what's nice is we get questions like this. If we change the 0.2 to a -4 in the equation, what would happen to the graph? Now, if you were doing the problems, all the slides 1 through 6, you would know, what to say. The parabola would be flipped down, and the change in value would make the parabola more narrow. Submit to class. And what's nice is I, as the teacher, could see what this student did. I could see that answer in real time. And I would see other students' responses if there was other students within the class, and they would be able to see mine. A lot of times there's questions where you respond to each other's. A lot of times, and I believe at the end of this activity, you could click on any of the exercises and see how your classmate solved it. So it's like a fun way to show each other's work and collaborate, create, share, and all that fun stuff that Web 2.0 tools are meant to do.